Hey, I'm Cody.
And I'm Cody.
And this is the
C Squared Podcast.
Today we're going to be talking about some trailers we've seen recently. First off, that Detective Pikachu one. Cody.
Cool. I'm kind of excited that Ryan Reynolds is going to be the actor for Pikachu.
Are you excited? Because it's really off-putting. His voice is really weird.
It is a
coming out
little
of that
disturbing,
little
I'll
fake
say,
body.
but I mean,
Why are you talking like news person?
it's a podcast, Cody. Come on,
I know it's a podcast.
you gotta add
You're
some
supposed to talk
flair
like
to it, some pizzazz.
All right. So the Charizard in that trailer. He's looking.
He's pretty cool. He's a lot dragon,
That's all you gotta say about that? He's all dragon. He's
I
not
mean-
even a dragon type, Cody.
but he is a dragon in
But
the
he's a
show.
flying type and a fire type.
Well, you know what? You can only get so much logistics into a Pokemon movie.
Not unless you had a third type.
All right, fine. What's another trailer you've seen?
I saw that Destiny 2 one. The one for the new thing they're doing. Called like the Black Armory or something.
Oh, the Black Armory, that new part of the DLC.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Sounds really great. I wonder what special exotic weapons are going to be in
Yeah,
that
I wonder
DLC.
too. They might be cool, Cody, if you would talk like rope.
I'm sorry. Would you try that sentence again?
Alright. So the guns in the trailer, I'm sad. There's only gonna be 5. But the one that they show at the end is pretty nice, and I'm real happy about it.
Would you care to describe it? What do you like about it?
The last word. That's all I need to say.
That's all.
if-
That's true.
If you didn't get what just happened, if you didn't get the last word, don't play Destiny.
It really will be the last word.
Cody, look, just that's not okay.
I saw
What
an
if-
opportunity and I took it.
Yeah, you did. You didn't need to. What other trailers you seen recently, Cody?
Well, recently I saw a trailer about.
The Lion King.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
see
a
the
good
live-action
one.
Lion King one.
What do you think about Disney bringing that back from the grave for more money?
I think it's really cool that we can watch Mufasa die in real life.
What do you also think about the fact that none of it is actually live action and it's all CG?
Yeah, none of the animals are real. I don't know why they call it live action. It's basically like remaking the movie.
It's still an animated movie.
Yeah, it's still an animated movie, but they just call it live action.
It's to appeal to a market who have never seen it, probably, and also to a market who have seen it.
Probably to appeal to the market that have seen it and just
It's-
want to cry again.
Yeah.
Why do they keep remaking these movies in live action?
Because they know that our generation we remember these movies. We all grew up with these movies, so they can get a lot of money out of the people who remember these movies. Like, for example, I would love to see Toy Story 4 because I grew up with the Toy Story series.
That is something that also, the Toy Story 4, I don't get why they even needed to make a Toy Story 4, honestly.
That's
The last Toy
understandable.
Story ended perfect. It was like the ending. That he gave away his toys. Spoilers for Toy Story 3. If you haven't seen Toy Story 3 yet, I don't know if you're going to watch Toy Story 4.
It's the most depressing of the 3. It only goes more depressing throughout the series.
Yeah, Toy Story 4 is going to be Infinity War Toy Story edition.
Sporky the Fork will kill Hitler.
Porky the Fork?
Have you not seen him in the teaser trailer?
No? What?
Oh my gosh.
I've only seen pictures.
He's
I
the
haven't
one-
actually seen the teaser
He's-
trailer.
It's like only like not even 40 seconds long, but it's beautiful. So it's gonna be pretty good.
All I've seen is the picture of like Woody staring at like a wall, and he's got like dark shading on his hat, and it looks like
People said that Woody's gonna die.
I
How do you
mean
feel about that?
spoilers. If that
Well,
is true.
it's not confirmed, but it's theorized.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they like threw one of the toys in the fire just to do it, cause how do you up everyone dying and not dying in the last movie? Someone's
Yeah.
gotta die.
I mean, the depression factor has to get stronger. It's
Yeah.
it's the fourth
It's
installment
a
in the
downward
series.
spiral.
Yeah.
All right, that was movie trailers. We can talk about movies now.
All right.
Cody, you saw Wreck-It Ralph. the
I
other
did.
day.
How
How
it
was
was a little bit disappointing. The movie felt a little dragged out. It was a little longer than I felt like it should have been. And yes, it had a lot of references to everything about the internet and modern times in like 2018. There were great references to like Google and Snapchat and Facebook, YouTube, all kinds of other things.
Was this the Emoji Movie 2?
It had a sort of feel like that, yeah. Because it was all about modern times, just like the Emoji Movie was too, which
Yeah.
has some weird parts in it. I didn't really like Wreck-It Ralph floss dancing, whatever you call that. It was disturbing. But yeah, so there's a lot of interesting scenes in the movie. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
After I've said all those things that happened in the movie.
Are any of the old characters even in it besides like Ralph and Vanellope?
They are, but for very, very short amounts. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, I guess it doesn't even make sense to me why they made a second one of this. That seems like a pretty self-contained
Solid
story.
ending for the first, yeah.
Yeah. Like he had his own house, kind of, if I remember correctly, and he lived on like a street of houses that were in the game that was like only like a mile wide before.
Yeah. I had a feeling that they were gonna try and bridge the more modern like style to the original, because the original was all based around actual like the original arcade games and stuff. So from more like 1980s and
Yeah.
from there to more like 2018. So I felt like it was gonna happen sooner or later.
Oh yeah, I saw Sonic in the trailer. How long do they use that license?
For about like 3 seconds.
Man, they must spend a lot of money just to put him in there for like that one clip he's in the trailer.
Yeah, well, he was in the first one too, you have to remember.
He was for like a second.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just
He was.
continually not using the characters that people kind of want to see.
And
I guess.
his only line is used to correct Ralph on how to spell Wi-Fi and how to pronounce it.
You mean he doesn't even say, "That's no good"?
Nope, he doesn't.
Dang.
He's only spends his 30-second cameo to correct Ralph. Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Spoiler alert.
Alright. Now we're gonna talk about something of Grindelwald. That movie was so forgettable. It's that new Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts series,
Fantastic
part 2.
Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald. That one. That movie might have been the worst movie I've seen this year. Honestly.
Has to be pretty bad to
It's-
be worst movie of the year.
It's pretty bad. Cause like I thought the first
Almost like
Fantastic
Fortnite.
Beasts was a good movie. Wait, what?
No, continue.
Okay. I thought the first Fantastic Beasts was a good movie. It was fun. It was like a nice adventure, monsters in a suitcase, trying to get them back in the suitcase, and then there's an evil demon like flying through the sky or something, I don't remember. But in the second movie, I remember the kid dies, spoilers, the kid dies in the first movie at the end. And then he's just back in this movie. He's not dead. He didn't die.
It was a
movie-
lie.
First movie was a lie. Didn't happen. Also, the guy that you saw at the end of the last movie, he's been in prison now, and then he just escapes in the beginning of this movie. Don't get to see him experience prison.
It must have been a really bad jail, at being a jail.
Okay, so do you care about spoilers for this movie? Spoilers for Crimes of Grindelwald.
Part 2, right?
Part 2. No, this is the part 1.
All
Crimes
right.
of Grindelwald. They load the guy into a prison carrier, and it's really weird. It's like a horse carriage, but there's like dragons attached to it.
Oh.
And basically, he gets out by. They don't notice him. Some guy just jumps onto the bottom, and he rides there. And then he switches places with the guy, and then he fills the thing up with water and like almost drowns everyone inside.
That's one way to do things.
And he
In a
has-
magic dragon pulled horse carriage.
Yeah, and then there's this really weird thing. I don't know why this mattered. He had like a pet, and it was there for like 30 seconds, and then he threw it out a window. And I don't know why it was there. It wasn't even in the last movie, but it was
Probably
in
a
his
cat.
cage. No, it was like this lizard thing that like
It was a lizard cat.
lizard cat. Yes. And so,
Shout out to all those dog lovers out
yeah,
there.
and this movie, there's almost nothing happens in this movie. This movie felt like 2.5 hours of filler. Like, stuff that would have been cut out from the movie and put in, like, the book.
Oh yeah. Almost like a bunch of just scenes that they didn't know if they were going to use them or not, and just merged it into
Yeah.
a movie.
Because okay, so that detective lady from the last movie is in this one too, and the main character, Newt, he's trying to find her again in this movie. And so she ends up talking to this guy who I don't even know if he worked for another agency or not at this point, because didn't tell me, even though she asked him. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's revealed that he's somehow like the 5th cousin to the 9th uncle of this guy, and it's
That sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah, and he's
Harry
like,
Potter series wise.
He's like, I have to kill that guy, or else he's gonna kill me. But I don't know that he
And
is.
my 9th brother's cousin.
Yeah. And so he holds all the people in the main cast hostage, but he doesn't know any of them, and so he doesn't have a reason to hold them hostage. And none of them. Okay, the kid, Cadence. I remember his name now. Cadence. He was there, but the guy was pointing his wand at everyone else. He didn't point it at the kid once, and it didn't make any sense. And I didn't even know if the final scene was the final scene. It was so weird. It was like 2.5 hours of building to a climax to there never being a climax. And so the climax comes, and they're all standing in this room. And the police walk in, and there's like fire in a circle around the guy. The guy, he has like a haircut that like was popular a while ago. It's like, looks like frosted tips. Looks like his entire head is covered in frosted tips. And so he just stands in the middle of the fire. And they set up this guy. I don't know if he was in the last movie. In the beginning of the movie, they said, "You look like you're going to betray me." And so he never the guy he talks to never betrays him. But he walks into the fire, and instead of walking through it like everyone else, he bursts into flames. But that movie's garbage. You don't watch it. All right.
Sounds pretty garbage.
That's been the C Squared podcast.
I'm Cody.
I'm Cody.
And this has been the C Squared podcast.
We'll see you later.